Hi, my name is John Douglas. I'm a city councillor in the city of Port Alberni. I've been a paramedic as well with the BC Ambulance Service for the last 22 years. I'm asking for your support in becoming our next mayor. I'd like your help in creating a new team on city council and as mayor to aggressively pursue new goals in our community's future. You know, Port Alberni is a wonderful place. One of the wonderful aspects is that we can live here comfortably, raise our families in a safe and healthy environment, and it's such a size that we can actually institute change and actually get things done. I have a few things that I'd like your help in getting done. Specifically, establish additional post-secondary education so our young people can get their training in the community they've grown up in. Establishing a senior citizen community in our core that can serve as both a secure place to live and also provide a secondary economy. Elevate the service of health care at our hospital and in our community, bringing in jobs, and bringing in services for routine procedures such as hip replacements, knee surgeries, fractured bones, procedures that currently involve numerous trips back and forth to Nanaimo or Comox. And also establish routine services such as a walk-in clinic and a 24/7 CT scanner. Develop our tourism potential, work on long-term waterfront community plans, create a new public boat launch at our former plywood site so that it can be opened up as a recreational area to be used by water sports enthusiasts and as an entry point to our world-famous sports fishery. These are just the few of the things I'd like your help in getting done over the next few years. And we can get them done while continuing to capitalize on the successes of our traditional economy. Please telephone me at 731-5806, visit on Facebook, or my website of johndouglasportalberni.ca. Thanks very much. I have a vision, I have a plan, and I get things done.
Hello, voters of the beautiful city of Port Alberni. My name is Jen Fisher-Bradley. I need your vote for mayor. My regional vision is based on developing a local good food system that revitalizes Uptown in the process. Imagine fresh, locally grown produce available uptown all week long. Imagine restaurants and services buying Alberni Valley's fresh food. I need your vote. Uptown is key. We can take back the Uptown by creating a level playing field for business and visitors, addressing root causes, giving a hand up, not a handout. Catalysts must stop burning tire-derived fuel in our challenged airshed. Better snow removal, retire economic development manager, free up $100,000 per year. His position isn't required in this economy. Last in, first out. When times get tough, I will work for ICE in from October 1st to March 31st. Long-timers invited us newcomers to put down roots. We're here, invested, and now we want much-needed change. The banks are not lending to startup industry. Voters, long-timers and newcomers, green and anti-green, adapters and deniers, decide what kind of future you want. Clear-cut watersheds or the abundance and ethics of eco-farming and eco-agritourism. 46% polled are worried about food security. Fathers, mothers, families, take action on food security by voting for me, Jen Fisher-Bradley. Voters, help me beautify Port Alberni with the spirit of inclusiveness. Let's work to embrace our prosperous, healthy, sustainable futures. Make a decision worthy of 100 years of coastal community. Vote Jen Fisher-Bradley, Mayor of Port Alberni.
Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to share with you a couple of things that are important to the mayor: leadership and vision, and negotiations. 10 years as mayor, I spent a lot of my time negotiating. I negotiated this beautiful facility we have here at the Tourist Bureau. I'm in the process of negotiating the new harbor in Port Alberni, what it's going to look like. We're going to have a pier that's going to go up from the donut shop. It's going to be 400 feet long, 50 feet wide. We're talking to the Patterson Group of Companies, the second biggest organization in North America for future production of fisheries. We're also going to be able to put out to the private industry the selling of fuel, the selling of ice, and down the road a little bit we're negotiating so you'll be able to take your boat out of the water and repair it. We're also talking to the Fino Air so they can bring people into Port Alberni for sports fishing. One other issue that we're discussing is got to do with trails. Talking to the Tourist Bureau in Tofino, they say people want to look at something beside waves and water. So I have negotiated the trail network from here to Victoria. We're now 2/3 through, and we've got 1/3 to go, and it's going to be a beautiful experience. You'll be able to go down the log train trail all the way to Victoria. The last issue I'd like to talk about is the community forest, which I negotiated with council, and that's a great adventure. We now have 15 men working out there today, all local people, building roads and logging. The forest minister said to myself that if this is successful, we can increase it to 40,000 cubic meters, and we expect to have added value down the road. Thank you very much.
Working together to achieve our goals is the key to a happy and prosperous community. I am Angie Blake. On November 19th, I asked the citizens of Port Alberni to choose me to serve on our City Council. I have called the Alberni Valley my home for the past 45 years. My husband, Gordon Blake, and I have devoted our lives to the people of this beautiful valley. We have run multiple businesses and worked on many local boards and volunteered thousands of hours. I worked with McMillan Bodell in their cost accounting department and part-time with Alberni Engineering. I continued my education in finance, which blossomed into a rewarding 18-year career as a financial advisor. My clients were located across Vancouver Island, and they honored me with their trust. When I was 23, I became a Girl Guide leader. I have served in many appointed roles in the organization and continue with the Trefoil Guild. I have given 46 years of service. I was part of the team that formed the Fir Park Eco Village Foundation. Our latest team effort raised $250,000 for a major renovation in the bathing room. For over 10 years, I've served on the board for the Port Alberni Shelter. It is the heart of the people of Port Alberni that most inspires me to serve on City Council. I have been part of 45 years of local experiences through good times and bad times. I can hardly honestly say I'm not a fair weather resident. As your City Councillor, I will continue to devote my energy, enthusiasm, and experience in the people of the Alberni Valley. For Port's sake, vote Angie Blake.
Hello, my name is Ellen Chalmers, and I'm a teacher here in the Valley. When I talk with some of the newcomers to our city, they are wondering why Port Alberni isn't thriving economically. We have forests, we have human resources, we have the inlet, and we live in one of the most beautiful valleys on the earth. The answer is simple. We have had the same leadership for the past 30 years, influenced by the same special interest groups who continue to bark up the same old trees. For the last elections, the last 3 elections that I've observed, citizens continually ask City Council solve our McLean Mill financial problem, and they continually ask for something to be done about the Uptown Business District. Nothing has been done, and the same council gets voted in. So it's the same old, same old. I have some ideas on how to solve McLean Mill's financial problems. I have ideas on how to solve the Uptown Business District. And I especially want everyone to know about direct democracy, where the citizens tell government what to do, not the way it is now, where the government interferes too much into our lives. So please go to my website. It's www.directdemocracyportalberni.ca, and you can contact me through my website.
Hi Port Alberni, I'm Hara Chopra. As you know, the city election is the day 19th of November. You are going to choose 6 councillors on that day and 1 mayor. I hope that you choose me, Hara Chopra, as one of your choice. I'm serving you on the City Council from the last 15 years, and I have your trust to look after finance of the city. I look after the best interest of the taxpayer, as you know, and my record shows that. I'm a local businessman, mill worker. That's why I can see the both sides of the coin as employer and employee. And that's why local business community and labor council support me. I'm also the member of Chamber of Commerce and also member of my Rotary Club. As a city councillor, I'm always very cautious about spending your tax dollar. I think this way: if I cannot spend my personal money on something, why I should spend taxpayers' money on the same thing at the City Hall? I always help to create business-friendly environment to save the jobs we have in our town and to create more jobs so our youth can stay in our town. I'm a team player. I can work with anyone. I always speak my mind. I always give my reason why I am supporting or not supporting an emotion. At the end of the day, you have to work with the other councillors for the sake of the community and move on. I bring lots of experience at City Council. My leadership quality: 5 years as a chairperson of the Inner District, 3 years as a director at the ICT, and the ability to work with the other level of government, bring good result for our town. And I'm proud and humbled to serve you again. Thank you for listening.
My name is Anette Clement, and I am running for City Council. I grew up in a beautiful little town you may know called Chemainus. So born and raised Port Alberni girl, I am not. However, I've spent the last 16 years here, married myself a Port Alberni boy, and raised my family here. I attended college in Vancouver and received a degree in business management, and I work at the Best Western Berkeley Hotel for the last 16 years, currently as the sales and marketing manager. I believe that the city needs a new perspective and possibly a new, fresh vision as to how our community is going to grow. I am personally concerned with the infrastructure of Port Alberni, from the roads that are in need of repair to the who knows how old sewer system, down to the continuation of the revitalization of uptown Port Alberni. I think there's a need for creating affordable housing, as well as a continuous need for creating new jobs, not only to entice new residents to the community, but to actually employ the ones that are here now. I really do understand the need for tourism, and I spent many years on boards recently, including the U17, Alberni Valley Tourism, and as well, just recently, the Vancouver Island Sports Tourism. I do understand the need of tourism to bring in the dollars, but I'm also well aware that it will be a big industry that will continue to employ the men and women of Port Alberni. So much like Chemainus, I think that these two industries need to work together, not against each other, for us to have a sustainable future in the Alberni Valley. So my name is Anette Clement, once again. I have a nice Facebook page, Anette for Council. If you'd like to tap onto that, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you may have. And I remind you again to vote November 19th.
Hello, I'm Rob Cole. I was born and raised in the Alberni Valley, spending all 39 years here. I've been an active member of the community, involved in the Alberni Wrestling Program, Black Sheep Rugby, Relay for Life, Alberni Valley Minor Hockey, and various community focus groups. I am asking for your vote for council on November 19th. I'm currently operating my own small business within the community, spent 18 years in my family marine business. So I believe this will give me a good understanding to help be a strong voice for you in tourism and small business in the valley. I currently raising 4 children with my wife Tana, active in sports and the arts in the community. I believe we have a strong sport tourism, a strong access to beautiful wonders around us, but we're not always capitalizing the best we can on all of those ventures. Also a vote for me. I believe in sort of a progressive vision for the valley, making sure that we're keeping up with modern times and modern ideas, and working forward to build a valley that the community we can be proud of. The old slogan, I love Port Alberni, I'd like to make sure that that rings true to all of our voters. As I said before, I believe I'd be a strong voice for tourism, but I also look for, as I said, progressive look for growth, enhancing transportation, parks and trails, marine public access. Those sort of things are points that I feel strongly about and feel that I may be able to bring good value to. I'm excited about the large group of candidates. I think it'll bring a more diverse voter and larger voter turnout. That's one reason why I got involved, is to help bring a youthful ideas to the council. I look forward to working with whoever is elected to move the community forward as best we can. Remember, I love Port Alberni. I hope you do too. Thank you. Please vote Rob Cole for City Council, November 19th.
Hello, my name is Sav Dhaliwal, my husband Nash, and I have lived in Port Alberni for 35 years. Our children grew up here. We grow and sell blueberries from our local farm. I graduated last June to become a human service worker. I volunteer with many community services. My passion is sport for a healthy lifestyle. I am proud to live in Port Alberni. Some of my concerns are: I'm against the coal port. Our airshed need to be cleaned up. McLean Mill should support itself. Council must take off food security right away, and seniors and low-income families need free bus passes. Vote for me, Seva. Vote for change. Vote for Seva Fugura Dhaliwal.
I would like to thank you for taking the time to listen to what I see as the future of the community. My name is Wes Hewitt, and I have been a resident of Port Alberni for over 19 years, raising a family here. I'm very active and sit on several committees in the community. Through my present work as an administrator for a nonprofit, I have developed relationships with local, provincial, and the federal governments. I bring demonstrated experience in preparing budgets, interpreting financial statements, managing employees, and working with clients. I am a candidate for City Council because I want to be part of bringing progressive change to the city for a brighter future. I've listened to the members of the community, and I keep hearing the same things. We need good, transparent decision-making on council. We need to broaden our tax base, and we do not want cuts to our current services. How can we do this? We listen to the people of Port Alberni, and we keep them informed of what council is doing. We work to strengthen existing industry. We explore opportunities to attract new businesses, and we work to attract retired people. With retired people come support services and jobs. We'll work to create a positive community where people want to live. We work to make positive changes. We set goals and have a vision for the future. The Mayor and City Council have to work together as a team. Be positive, progressive, be open to exploring new ideas, and listen to the members of the community. We live in a city of opportunities. We have natural resources. We have a great hospital. We have fire services. We have golf courses. And we have the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. All we need is a City Council that wants to manage and utilize them. If you elect me, I will work as part of this team to make positive changes happen.
My name is Myron Jespersen, and I'm asking you to vote for me for Port Alberni City Council. I came to this city with my wife, intending to stay just for a little while, and here we are 5 years later with a house in Southport and me running for City Council. We've been captivated by the many charms and privileges of living in Alberni Valley and the wonderful people who call this home. I'm well aware of the difficulties that face our city. For the past 5 years, I've worked as a consultant with a great group of people who are working to end homelessness. We've made some good progress towards that goal and have a number of new projects underway. Now I would like to build on that experience and serve the city in a broader role. I'm constantly reminded of the amazing city we live in and the potential that we have for future development. I believe that the economic development of our city will come not from any one source, but from a broad and diverse range of activities, including industry, new businesses with innovative ventures, tourism, education, and new residents making this city their home. My goal in serving on council is to foster that development in ways that preserve and enhance the social and environmental health of our community. I recognize that development will not come from the efforts of 6 city councilors, but from the initiatives of hundreds of residents in our city. City Council can play an important role in that process, and I will work to create a council that is more open and approachable, more positive to new ideas, and more willing to provide resources and support required to turn those ideas into reality. That's why I'm running for City Council. That's why I'm asking you to vote for me on November 19th.
Hi, my name is Wendy Kerr and I'm running for City Council in Port Alberni. First things first, thank you Shaw Cable, I really appreciate this opportunity. Now I've lived in Port Alberni all my life, as has my parents and my lovely sister. Now my son Nick, he's going to school in Nanaimo at BIU, so I have a little extra time on my hands. I've worked at West Coast General Hospital for 33 years, and I've been involved with the Hospital Employees Union for that long. I'm very comfortable with a gavel in my hand running a meeting, and I like to see the meetings go quickly, and I like to see things solved, and let's get things done. I'd like to be involved in Port Alberni. I love this little community, and I'm always saying you're either a part of the problem or you're a part of the solution, and I'd love to be a part of this solution. I love this little town. I think we need to change some of our practices. The forest industry is not what it used to be, and I don't think it ever will be. But it can be something new. We can recreate it. There can be new jobs in Port Alberni with manufacturing. We can develop our tourism base here. We can develop our walkways, our harbor quays to make it welcoming. There's lots we can do in this little town. There is so much potential here, and I just think that I would love to be a part of the City Council team so that we can work together to make this town what it really can be, and that's a jewel of Vancouver Island, and not the gateway, but a wonderful destination and a great place to spend some time on your holidays. Also, it could be a great retirement community. We have the baby boomers coming up, and why not get involved in healthcare also. Anyways, wrap it up, www.wendykerr.ca. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Ted Miegel, and I'd like to put the community back into politics. I am married with 4 children and 1 grandchild. I am a retired military police sergeant. Upon retirement 3 years ago, my family and I relocated to Port Alberni. During my service to Canada, we have resided in many communities. Purchasing our house here gave us great pleasure knowing that we have a place to call home. I am an active member with the Canadian Coast Guard Auxiliary, and I enjoy other volunteer activities. I am asking for the opportunity to be your voice at City Hall and to promote your needs. These are challenging times for all. In order to move forward and to promote growth, we have to take a proactive approach. To become the city of choice on Vancouver Island is going to require a clear vision, a plan. Enhancing the community's quality of life should always be the priority of council. The need to develop and implement new strategies will be the key to success for Port Alberni. One personal strategy that I would implement is the way I would collect information prior to debating them at City Hall. I would canvass a minimum of 5 homes and ascertain the implications the decision to support or decline an issue would have within the household. After collecting, compiling, and analyzing this information, I would feel confident debating and standing behind any decision made. This way, I would be promoting the community's concerns and views. The voice of the community would be heard, transparency achieved. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Finding a balance is the key to successful change. Together, we can find that balance. I would be honored to serve as your council with your support in the upcoming years. If you vote for me, you vote for change. I will not let you down.
I'm Jack McLeman, and I'm running for re-election to the City of Port Alberni City Council. During my first 2 terms, I always advocated for and on behalf of the taxpayers of Port Alberni. I was never afraid to stand against the status quo or to question things that I either didn't agree with or didn't quite understand. I was concerned at the time about moving the garbage from every week to every 2 weeks, and actually rode on the garbage trucks twice just to find out what was happening. After a lot of debate on council and a lot of lobbying from you, the taxpayer, the rest of council finally agreed to go back to every week. It's still not perfect, and we still need to find a solution to the kitchen waste, the yard waste, and them diapers. I'm very concerned as well with the roads, streets, and sidewalks and the condition they're in. Other councils in the past have let them go, and now they are in sad need of repair. A lot of expense will have to come out, and I'm hoping to get that money through the federal government so that it doesn't come off the backs of our taxpayers. I'm very concerned as well about the fact that our main water supply is outside of city limits and is in the hands of private companies. Not that the private company is doing something desperately bad, but which should be in city limits, and I have not been able to convince council to expand the boundaries in that direction to include the water supply. I've always been willing to stand against the status quo, and I'm always willing to put my actions where my mouth is. I've not only rode the garbage trucks, but I volunteer at McLean's Mill to sell lumber so that the city taxpayer subsidy can be reduced, and I've volunteered with a health co-op to get needed physicians to our town. I'm asking for your support on November the 19th. Vote Jack McLeman, the 5th name on the ballot. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Dave O'Shaney, and I want to represent you on City Council. I've been a Valley resident for over 20 years. During my time here, I've been an active member of our community. In my role as a business person, I pursue my professional accounting career, help manage Magic Moments shirts and print shop, and in the past have helped run our Junior A Bulldogs. My career work has allowed me insight into community support organizations, including the Alberni Valley Senior Citizens Home Society, our Cool Waters Social Housing Facility, the QS Crisis Line Society, and the Alberni Valley Rescue Squad. Working in and around these organizations has rounded out my diverse community experiences. In my role as a community member, I volunteered with Community Futures Development Corporation, and I have served as a director and vice president with the Chamber of Commerce. In my role as a parent, I've been involved with coaching and serving on the boards of both the Alberni Valley Youth Soccer Association and the Alberni Valley Minor Hockey Association for many years. My spouse Brenda and I have raised 4 children here from kindergarten through North Island College, and all remain resident here. We very much enjoy what Port Alberni has to offer for recreation and outdoor activities, including our hiking trails. It is clear to me we need to recognize and protect our waterfront environments and ecosystems for our social and economic health. Working, volunteering, and living in the Valley have helped me understand much of what makes our community tick in terms of economic opportunities, social development, and sport and recreation for all ages. My educational background includes a university degree in economics, college business administration diploma, and professional designation as a chartered accountant, or CA. These things will help me evaluate numbers and data concerning city policies and plans. If elected, I will bring to the council chamber competent financial skills and a respectful appreciation for healthy living. I will carefully oversee civic spending plans and community service delivery while supporting the positive things we all cherish. Make sure you vote and consider voting for me. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Richard Pesik, and I'm running for a city council. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in Prague, now it's Czech Republic, and I came to Canada in 1982. I live in many places. I started in Winnipeg, I moved to northern Manitoba. From there I moved to Northwest Territories, and from Northwest Territories I live in a house hut, and from a house hut I moved to Port Alberni. I'm a teacher, and I have some education that should help me in my position as the city council if I will be elected. I have a master's degree in history and a master of education in leadership studies. Currently I work as teacher on call, so I work with young people, and I believe the young people are our future, and next city council has to include them in their decision. I believe that as the city, we have to include all citizens in our decision-making process. We have to bring more jobs, more economy. We have to work with senior citizens, and we have to make Port Alberni one of the best places in the world. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Bill Randles, and I'm running for City Council. I believe I have the skill, the experience, and the motivation to represent you on City Council. If elected to council, my priority would be to concentrate on our core services: water supply, water mains, roads, sewer systems. Many talk about our need to diversify our economy. While you are not going to attract new business development if your roads are falling apart and your water mains are failing. We want to attract new business development is essential. We have the infrastructure to support it. We need a long-range strategic plan. We have to look 10, 30 years into the future and put funding processes in place. I also believe City Council has to provide better oversight on how tax dollars are spent. I'm not afraid to ask the hard questions, the unpopular questions, to ensure your tax dollars are spent wisely.
Hi, my name is Alice Schauffer, and I'm here and running for City Council. I've lived in the community for quite a few years. I've raised a family here, and I'm now raising grandchildren. I've been a business owner. I've been involved in a lot of nonprofits as an executive director, but most importantly, I've been part of the community as a volunteer, part of that community with a heart. I believe that if you have a sense of purpose, a belonging, you trust the people that you're working with and you have fun with what you're doing, that will help develop our community dream. I want to be part of that team that develops a community dream. Please vote Alice Schauffer for City Council.
My name is Cindy Solda, and I've lived in the Alberni Valley over 40 years. And I've had the privilege for the last 10 years of being your representative and voice on City Council. I have represented our community on many boards, commissions, societies, and events. And again, I'm asking to be re-elected to this important position as your rep on City Council. I know I cannot please everyone, because that will never happen. You are one voice and one vote. Council is a team. City Council's decisions are tied to what the community charter allows us to do and not do, and what we are financially capable. We need to encourage and promote opportunities for our youth to find meaningful employment in our community, promote tourism, and work at getting more businesses and industry into our community, which will in turn create jobs. But not forgetting the businesses and industry that has supported our community. Any action we take should have guidelines: sustainability, impact on our health, environmental and personal, and long-term benefits. We should not forget about the past, but we need to move forward. And as we are doing this, think what's best for the city's future and prosperity. Unfortunately, we do not have one issue in the Alberni Valley, but many. But we're not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of positive things in our community and that's why we live here. I do promise to work hard for you, and I believe in listening and hearing all sides before making a decision. If I don't know the answers, I'll get them. I have integrity, and I have no problem voicing my concerns and opinions. There's so much to be done, and it will not happen overnight.
Hello, my name's Carl Wagner, and I'm currently running for Port Alberni City Council. I'm a recent arrival to Port Alberni. The town I came from, I grew up in since I was 5 years old. I watched it go from a nice little town of 25,000 people to 100,000 people with little or no regard for the quality of life of the citizens therein. In our current democratic system, it seems that democracy ends at the ballot box. I believe it starts there and continues through voter participation, through town meetings, interaction with your council members, and attending city council meetings and expressing your opinion on the current issues. It's your job to participate in all of these things. So please, get out to the ballots, vote, and participate afterwards. Thank you very much, and may your God bless you.
Hi, my name's Dan Washington, and I'm running for council in the upcoming election. A little bit about myself. I moved to Port Alberni in 1976, where I opened the McLeod store with my mother and father. Quick career change to Port Machine Works in 1978. Married in 1979. Daughter Kristen was born in 1981, and son Cody in 1983. Volunteer work includes the Kiwanis Club, which I've been a member for over 25 years, with my proudest accomplishment being the Our Town program, which began in 1985, and I'm the coordinator of since 1992. Salmon Festival, we just celebrated our 40th annual, and I've been a member of that club since 1984 and president about 15 terms. Also with the BC Games, been part of most of the BC Games, and most recently the 2010 Spirit of BC, which brought the torch to our town thanks to Mrs. Brett, and also the Olympic Games to Vancouver. I was first elected to City Council in 1999, where I served one term. Left the politics, and after nearly a decade of being away, decided it was time to throw my hat back in the ring and give back to the community once again. So I'm looking for your support on November 19th, municipal election. Hope to be your next city councillor. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Kevin Wright. I'm actually running for city council for the city of Port Alberni, and I am a award-winning, nationally recognized artist. And I've lived in Qualicum Beach for the last 33 years and recently moved here in 2009. I have fallen completely in love with the community, and I'm looking forward to actually serving the community as best I can to encourage the arts and culture aspects of the community as well as business. I have carried my work across the country in over 50 galleries and am recognized as a leading artist in our community. I've worked with the Canadian government extensively. I'm a member of the Canadian Council of Arts, as well as the member of the Academy of Arts as well, and I'm also a member of the provincial giftware program. So I'm one of the feature artists for the business, or for the province of BC. I think my gifts that I can bring to the actual council are a community spirit, a sense of artistic and cultural integrity, as well as a business sense. My experience with the community and arts in general has allowed me to have a very creative and resourceful sense of purpose, and I believe that I can bring that type of discipline to the council itself. And I think that I can actually make a difference as far as how people perceive and see the community. Building an arts center downtown in the center of the city is actually important to the community. I believe that an artist should be on staff in order to accommodate that, and I believe I have the skills and mindset in order to make that happen. I really thank you for the opportunity to run for your city council, and I hope that I have a chance to make things better for everybody in the community.
Hello to the Beaver Creek residents. I'm glad to have this opportunity to discuss my bid for re-election for director on the Alberni-Clayoquot Regional District Board. I have been your representative for 12 years, and it's been exciting times. The community is growing, and we need to be able to conserve the rural lifestyle that we all enjoy. One of the projects that's going on right now is the official community plan, which is rewritten every 10 years. I'd like to invite you all to get a copy of this from the regional district or off of the website. And it involves our vision for improving Beaver Creek and a plan for it to grow in the next 10 years. Some of the things that are in the plan are secondary suite permit that's coming up, and there's other ways to balance agricultural and residential life. So I would like to invite you all to partake in that process. And once again, I'm running for re-election of director for Beaver Creek, and I have the endorsement of the Labor Council, and I'd like to seek your vote for November 19th. Thank you.
My name is Cole McLeman. I grew up in the Valley and left after high school. I returned with my family 2.5 years ago to live in Beaver Creek. I'm running for the director's position of Beaver Creek for a number of reasons. First of all, I feel that there is a need to develop a positive set of guidelines for small and home-based businesses. The rights and lifestyles of the neighbors needs to be protected, as well as the business owner needs to have the confidence of the support of the regional district in order to proceed with confidence and success. I also feel with the new direction the drinking water has taken, now is a very important time for the ratepayers to have their interests promoted and protected. I feel there will be a need for more transparency in the future and a dedicated effort to ensure the ratepayers are getting the best possible deal for their money.
Hello, I am John McNab, a candidate for Beaver Creek Regional Director. I have previously been a city councillor for Port Alberni for 6 years. During that time, I was chair of the Personnel Committee, a member of the Finance Committee, a regional director for the City of Port Alberni, and many other appointed positions. Currently, I'm the chair of the Board of Variance for the Regional District. I was a business owner in Port Alberni for 30 years. I understand budgets and contracts and negotiations, and I'm very concerned about Beaver Creek taxes and water costs. The City of Port Alberni budget is approximately $30 million. Being able to understand and provide input into the planning is very important. We must keep our costs realistic. We've recently voted to move to a regional water system. This will mean that the director must deal with the planning and the cost of this project. We have not heard much from our current director. I plan to change that. This is the biggest expense that Beaver Creek has ever faced. You must be aware of what is happening. I am experienced and I will communicate. Vote for moving forward. Vote for John McNab.
Hi, my name is Derek Appleton. I'm excited to be a candidate for the Regional Director of Sprout Lake. I'm an advocate of this community and believe that we need a strong leader in local government to protect our environment, local interests, and our quality of life. Having served as the Regional Director from 1999 to 2005, I understand how local government works. My past record shows that I've worked hard and was a loud voice in serving the interests of our community. I am proud of the many projects we were able to accomplish using volunteers during my 6 years in local government. Under the guidance of the Advisory Planning Commission, we actually lowered taxes. As the Regional Director, I plan to be an uplifting and creative force for improving our community and in turn making Sprout Lake a better place for everyone. I believe that my commitment, experience, and knowledge of local issues will be an asset to our community's future. Please take time to visit my campaign website at sproutlake.ca. Thank you all for your support.
Hello, my name is Penny Cote, and I'm running for re-election for the Sprout Lake Director in the Alberni-Clayoquot Regional District. I've served the residents of Sprout Lake for the past 6 years. In my tenure, I've worked on many important issues for our community. I've been witness to the historic signing of 5 First Nation treaty agreements within the ACRD and look forward to working with these First Nations in the future. Some of my future goals and accomplishments include continuing the Sprout Lake Community Association supported program for individual residential water testing and continue to work on and improve the stewardship of the local environment with the help of BC Lake Stewardship, the Ministry of Environment, and local volunteers with such programs as the successful Clean Beaches, Clean Water. A few of the grants I've accessed through the ACRD were to support our Sprout Lake Marine Patrol summer student program, including a water safety educational segment in the schools, playground equipment in Cougar Smith Park, and funding to establish safe trail system, most recently constructed on Faber Road. I'm motivated to continue to apply for these grants and others. During my term as director, I've supported the Sprout Lake Volunteer Fire Department, policing and safety programs in their efforts to protect our community. I have worked with the Community Association to establish and continue to improve the community website and email contact list. As the ACRD representative, I have provided the community with information and taken direction on issues presented. I continue to lobby to gain ownership of the community hall and look forward to working with the community on the revision of our new official community plan in the near future. I call on all Sprout Lake residents to vote Saturday, November the 19th for Penny Cote for Alberni Clayoquot Regional District Sprout Lake Director. Thank you.